Hello, and thank you all for joining us here for this regular part of the library's series of videos. And this one is getting to know the staff. And this month we are featuring the staff of the Heights branch. I'm Jeffrey Trezak, director of the Jersey City Free Public Library and resident of the Heights as well. So pleased to highlight my local branch library with this particular session. And in honor of us focus on the Heights, I'm also in my condo, which is in the Heights as well, and maintaining social distance from everybody. So we're going to start off with introductions, and then I have a few questions. So I'm going to turn it over to the staff to introduce themselves. Mary, why don't you kick us off?
Thank you, Jeffrey. Hi, everybody. My name is Mary Quinn. I'm the branch manager at the Heights Branch Library on Zabriskie Street in Jersey City. I've been working up here since February of 2018, but I've been with the system much longer than that. And I'm working from home today, so that's why you see this kind of strange background behind me. So I'm working from home, but thank you.
I think many of us are working from home these
Yes.
days.
Yeah.
Richard.
Hello, my name is Richard Pardo. I'm originally from South America, Ecuador. I've been working for the library for 37 years. I started at media arts. Then I went to Greenville Ranch, worked with Mary Quinn.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And now I am at Heights. I've been there for 12, 13 years now.
Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us, Richard.
So thank you for the invitation.
Sure. Harsha.
Hello. Good afternoon, Jeffrey. First, let me thank you that in this pandemic time, you best utilize the time and you do not only renovate the library, but also bring the staff's creativity brought out. So thank you for that. And thank you giving me this opportunity. And my name is Harsha Kapadia, and I'm working at Heights Branch Library. Originally, I started from main library, children's room, and now I'm working at Heights Branch, and I'm the resident of Heights.
Oh, awesome. I did not know that, Harsha. Well, we're neighbors then.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm from the Heights too.
Are you?
Yes. Wow. I live 6 blocks away from the Heights.
Where are you located, Richard?
Terrace Avenue.
And Harsha, where are you?
Hutton Street, just a block away from our library.
We're on Hancock, right at Congress.
Oh, nice.
So
nice neighborhood.
Does it count that I used to live in the Heights when I was younger? And that was actually my library when I was in grammar school.
Very good. Of course that counts.
Okay.
Once a resident of the Heights, always a resident of the Heights, right?
Okay, I don't. Yeah.
So why don't you, Harsha mentioned that those were very kind words, Harsha. I should be thanking all of you. You guys have really stepped up during the pandemic and you've done an awesome job. And it's my honor to be here and to be working with all of you. The creativity of the staff is just amazing. And your commitment to the community, the hard work that you're doing, it really is an honor to be here at this time. So thank you for everything that you guys do as well. And Harsha mentioned that we've done some renovations. Mary, why don't we've done some very extensive renovations at some of our libraries, some minor renovations at others, but Mary, why don't you tell people what they'll find when we do eventually reopen the doors and they come into the Heights branch?
Okay, well, I think the biggest thing that they'll notice right off the bat is that talk about scary things. That rug that used to be all over the floor in the main area of the library is now somewhere else, hopefully living another life somewhere else. But we have a nice, yay! We have a nice, clean, calming floor now. The tones in the library now are kind of grayish, which is very calming, which is what we all need during the pandemic. We have new ceiling tiles, the walls were painted, and the floor. So that'll be the biggest thing. They'll notice it as soon as they come in the front door. And thank you very much for doing that, Jeffrey. We've been That's been on everybody's list of what can we do to get the branch in a better shape, and that rug was #1 on everybody's list. So the rest of the branch looks pretty much the same with the bookcases, the tables, chairs. So there won't be right now a lot of other things that look different, but you will notice immediately that that horror movie of a rug is gone. So we are grateful for that.
Yay. And we need to thank the city of Jersey City for continuing to support the library. We received an increase this year in our budget, so we were able to really make a lot of changes in many of our branches, and a lot of the branches we were able to replace flooring, and it is more attractive, but it's also frankly just simpler to keep clean.
Oh, yes.
Which has become a greater concern of ours, of course, during the pandemic. Richard,
Yes.
you've been here a while. You've worked in some different locations. What would you say is the favorite part of the job for you?
Favorite part of the job on the three places that I have worked?
Yes. What have you
I-
enjoyed the most?
Well, I enjoy all three of them, but when I started on media arts, it was completely different. I worked there for 17 years, and it was so busy and it was so entertaining there because what we do was we deal with records, projectors, reproductions. Front of the productions, we used to lend those out. We have machines that will read the books for the blinds. And when I first started, they have boxes of record players. People will come in, choose the records, put them on the player, sit down, put their headphones, and they will sit. Right, they will sit and listen there, and you become friends with all that. So you become a big family. I enjoy that very much. And then they will bring the home recordings, of the Super 8, was 8. We used to put music on we used to put sounds, so we would transfer them.
What do you enjoy most about working at the Heights?
Yes, yes. So it was different working with boats and the patrons. Then we started dealing with the VHS. When we started with a small collection, like 25. We had a huge collection of educational. We transferred them from 16 millimeters into VHS. So teachers and everybody would come in and get all those educational. So then anyone that read the books about World War I, World War II, they would just watch the VHS. So it was very popular then, and they were free. And every other places, they didn't have those type of collections. They started making those video stores, and you had to pay for membership, very expensive, and the charges. So we became very popular media arts.
So
All
kids these
services.
days, these days probably don't even know what 16 millimeter films are.
Right. No, they
Right.
don't even know what's cassette. Like we used to, right. We used to transfer those cassette like at the speed of 15 times faster than, they will bring out a cassette. They will put 3 copies at one time, press a button, and they will transfer them. And they will go with 3 copies in 15 minutes.
They probably don't even know CDs and DVDs at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all streaming.
So I had a great time there, doing all that work, people coming in, bringing with the home recordings and put them in a VHS. They were very happy. And it was great. I remember those times, and it was different until I went to work with Mary, which was, doing library work, books, different. But it was good. It was challenging experience, especially the patrons, got all type of patrons.
A lot has changed. A lot has
Yes.
changed.
Yes.
No es lo mismo.
No, right.
Right. No,
So yes. And that's another thing that I had a great time, being the translator.
Yeah.
So we were like one of the first ones, people that come in and they would look for the Spanish guy. So I was there, and I had a great time. The media arts was my favorite, but that's the memories I have there.
Es muy importante porque hay muchas personas en la ciudad quien hablan solamente español, ¿verdad?
Sí, bastante. Sí. Hay una comunidad grande.
Harsha, how long have you been at the library?
I'm working since I 13 years, but I'm connected to Jersey City Library since I stepped into a USA.
Oh,
Because yes, so it's like 32 years. I raised my both the kids, and my both the kids started with the story time, summer reading program, all the crafts, all the programs which build up their character, and now they are wonderful children. And so I have the experience like a patron, parent,
mhm.
everything. And then I joined this library, so it's wonderful. So I says that our culture, our preacher, education, and library played important role in my both the children's life. So it's wonderful. So this is the good thing that if you want to destroy a nation, destroy their libraries. But if you want to save the nation, save the libraries,
That's
like that.
that's a
Yeah.
wonderful way of putting it. So your experience with the library has been, as you said, as a user, as a parent, and
Yes.
as a new immigrant as well.
Yes. Yes.
So what do you love most about the library?
I love the wonderful programs, good programs. And when my kids were over here, I always think that no, they are at right place. They will be guided right. We have a good books, good programs, and all our staff, they have a unique qualities in them. So which made this their character and all these things. Because see, nowadays, eat, drink, and be merry, or this kind of thoughts you will get everywhere. But good thoughts only you will get at only certain place. And Jersey City Public Library is like that place that where the parents and everyone can assure that we get good thoughts, good books, good programs.
So what do you miss most right now since we've been in this pandemic?
We miss patrons,
Yeah, the people.
yeah, people. So we are looking forward to meet them again and
It's
guide
very
them.
hard,
Yeah, it's very hard, but
very hard.
so it's
So
like
who
when
you're at the Heights right now. You're the one person who's actually out of the four of us, you're the one person who's at the library right now. So who else is with you there right now? I know you
right
said
now
Joe.
Irene and Joseph, they both are with us. But I feel like lonely because our full staff is not there. Just we three are there. We are doing our works. So I really feel like no.
Hopefully soon. Hopefully
Yeah,
the vaccines will get distributed and hopefully we'll be
yes,
back in. I'm hoping by summer.
yes,
Um, so I think I've asked the same question of everyone and everyone has said the same. I think
yes,
we all miss the people. We get into this work
yes,
because of the people, and it's been really hard not to see people on a daily basis. I know I keep telling people sometimes I'm the first person on the third floor of the main library, and I have to find the lights to figure out how to turn them on. I'm thinking I should not have to. There should be other people in the building. Why am I walking around turning on lights?
Yeah.
It just seems very odd. And you're right, Harsha. It is sort of lonely at times. So
yes.
we'll all look forward
Yeah.
to that. Mary, how did you get started in libraries? What drove you to become a librarian?
Uh, well, I was the one when my family would get together. I would be the cousin when we were younger that would be inside reading a book. Everybody else would be outside playing, doing whatever, and I'd be reading a book. I actually have worked in libraries since high school in some form or another. And before I came to Jersey City, I worked at the Hoboken Public Library for a year, which was an experience. That's an interesting building. If you've never been there, you should go and it looks very different now. They had the children's room on the top floor of a four-story building. And I don't know how the kids made it up the steps sometimes, to be honest with you. But I came to Jersey City. They kind of poached me from Hoboken because they were looking for librarians at that time in Jersey City. And I was part of a children's book review panel from with other libraries in the county. And I sort of got enticed to come to Jersey City, which is where I was born, where I've spent most of my life. And I started out in the Morgan branch. Yes, it was Greenville branch at that time. Um, when it looked very different. Talk about spooky. The basement was the place you wanted to be on Halloween. Now it's
Not
wonderful.
anymore. Yeah, now it's beautiful.
Now I don't even recognize it when I go there. And then after Greenville, I went to the main library in the reference department for 2 years, and then I went to the Cunningham branch to be the branch head there. And now I'm at the Heights branch. So I've kind of made full circle. I'm back where I started in libraries as a child. So
If there was one thing that you could identify that you wish more people knew about the library, whether specifically about the branch or overall, what's the one thing that you wish more people knew about it?
well, specifically about the Heights is where we are.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we're, except for Pavonia branch, we're the only branch that's not on a main thoroughfare.
Yeah.
And Richie and Harsha will bear me out on this, because it's every once in a while you'll get somebody who calls up and says, well, where are you? Well, we're on Zabriskie Street. Well, no, you're not. There's a bank on the corner. Yes. And if you come up the block from the bank, the library is there. We've been there 100 years.
Right.
We haven't been there, but the building's been there for 100 years.
Right.
And that's the one thing about our specific branch. But in the library in general is, again, during the pandemic, you have encouraged us to all learn a lot more about what's on our website. I'm constantly telling patrons, go to the website. You can learn a new language. You can find a job. You can get homework help. You can do all these things. We just had another training today about another resource that we're going to be telling people about. So the people, I think, are still thinking of us a lot as just a place to go to watch movies or to read books, and they need to get into the databases a little more. That'll never go away. And once we get open again, it'll still be there. It's a fallback, and it's something to do when it's snowing out and at midnight, if you don't want to go to the library at midnight. I'm not advocating going to the library at midnight, but but yeah, I think people, the public still, we do a lot of advertising, we do a lot of word of mouth, we do a lot of newsletters, but there are still a lot of people out there who are not privy to what we can offer them as a system.
Well, the community changes a lot too, especially a
Yes.
place like Jersey City.
Mhm.
There's just a lot of new people here. So, we really have to make sure that we're constantly talking about what we offer,
Mhm.
and not just on our website. And I know we're doing this, but also on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, everywhere that people expect to find things like the library. We should be there. We should be focused on that. Richard, what do you miss most about the library now
Like
because of COVID?
Like you said, the people.
Yeah.
They come in. It's a challenge. We change their day sometimes just by service them. They get what they need, and I miss them because we change the day. So that's to me very challenging, and I like that. I miss them. And
We're here. We're here to serve the entire public, and especially right now, I think during a pandemic and a political unrest, economic crisis, it's important for us to remember that everyone is facing a great deal of stress.
Yeah, and
so it's good
I
that we're
still want to
here.
add up about the people that I miss, those parents that can bring the kids and they teach them, like to give us the book and not to forget, thank you, Mr. Ritchie, all those things that you see that how they're teaching the kids, and it educates you. I miss that. I see, and then you get to see nice people there. So I miss them. And they come and ask for you. When you guys gonna open? I miss you guys. So yes, the
Soon.
people. The most I miss is the people.
Soon.
A lot of different reasons.
Hopefully, we'll be open again soon.
Yes, like you said, summer. I'm hoping. Yeah, summertime. We'll open the door and show them that there is no rock.
Harsha,
Yes.
what has been your favorite book, or what has been your favorite book to read to your kids as a parent?
As a parent, I am reading Ramayana, our Indian book, because in Ramayana, everyone can enjoy, from children to the adult. Everyone has some resources and they get some qualities, because as an Indian mother, I'm and our preacher saying, they always tell that read Ramayana to your children's.
Mhm.
So in that, they want listen to the character, and they build up from themselves that I want to be like this. Because whenever in the main character of Ramayana is Ram, so whenever the problem comes in Ram's life, what he did, he went above. He did not do what he likes, but he did what the our scripture, our saint, they want them to do in this situation. So this is the most important thing that which build up the character of anyone.
Harsha, what part of India is your family from?
Mainly from Gujarat, but me, my husband, both raised in Mumbai,
Ah, okay.
Maharashtra.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Great. Um, so now I've got just a couple of really that we're coming up on a half-hour mark, and I've got some. This is like a fast round questions. So it's just giving people an opportunity to get to know you a little bit better. And some of the I won't say the questions are goofy, but they're very simple. Very simple. So Mary, are you a dog person or a cat person?
Oh, dog, definitely.
Dog. Richard, dogs or cats?
Dog,
Dog.
dog, yes.
Harsha?
I like all the animals, and
All
I
the
have a
animals.
reference for everyone.
That's a very
but
democratic
but
answer.
I like parrot. I like parrot most because parrot is speaking what we taught them.
I
And
have three.
oh, nice.
I have three
So
parrots.
yeah, we have a one story in our culture that if it speak good verses in the we taught him, then he keep on speaking that verses, so it will make vibration positive. So that's
The
the good thing I like about parrot.
we have three parrots. All
Wow,
three of them
nice.
talk.
Yeah.
One talks very well,
Wow.
and he'll call for me, and if I don't yell back, he yells at me. So
Oh,
he'll say Jeff, Jeff,
oh,
Jeff,
oh.
and if I don't say what, he'll say Jeffrey, and I know he's mad.
Yes.
Mary, cake or pie?
Cake.
Cake. Richard,
Cake,
cake. Harsha,
Cake.
cake. Sweet or salty? Mary,
Ooh, both, depending on the
both.
day. Yes,
You can have both together too.
that's true.
Why just one?
Chocolate covered pretzels. Why not?
Right.
Yeah.
Richard, salty or sweet?
salty,
Salty.
salt,
Chip.
yes.
Chips.
Nachos, yes.
Nachos.
Right.
Harsha, salty or
Uh,
sweet?
salty.
Spicy.
Yes.
Very spicy.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. So Harsha, I cook a lot of Indian food actually.
Wow.
So I do more southern in some ways. So like idlis. I like the
Wow.
idlis and things like that. But that's an aside.
Yep.
Mary, favorite movie?
Ooh. Depending on where I am in my life. No, actually, I like the Marvel universe. I
Oh,
like Thor and Iron Man, and
yeah.
yeah, I know. That's
I
it's
wouldn't
just me.
I would not have known that.
I
That's
like
good to know.
science fiction. I like
So do
science
I.
fiction. Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah.
Richard, favorite movie?
Not it's musical, but my favorite movie is Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof. Harsha.
Yes.
Generally, I have a Indian movies,
Yes.
and that's Purab or Paschim and Hum Saath Saath Hai.
I don't think I've seen that, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's very nice movie. Purab and Paschim is from I think 60s movie,
Ah,
and Hum Saath Saath Hai is like 20s movies. But both the movies I like,
so
and I saw them a couple of times.
I'm addicted to the Lord of the Rings, both the reading and the watching of the movies. And so I've seen all of them, each of them, the three of them, I don't know, probably 30 times at this point. And then on Christmas, every Christmas, we have a tradition where we watch all three of the extended versions of the Lord of the Rings. It's about 14, 15 hours.
Wow.
So, yes, that's what we do on Christmas. So, Mary, favorite music or band?
I'm pretty eclectic. What I've gotten into lately is they have Baroque for Brain Power on YouTube. So I kind of put that on in the background. But you can probably tell from my name, I also like a lot of Celtic music. Um, I sing, and I've actually, we used to have a mass in Irish in Jersey City, and I was the music for the mass in Irish. So
I was hoping, sort of hoping, Mary, that you would say that your favorite music was death metal.
no, sorry.
Richard, favorite music?
I listen to all type of music, Spanish, merengue, salsa, you know, but my favorite group band, Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones. Awesome.
Yes, my favorite.
Harsha, your favorite music or your favorite band?
I don't have like that, but I'm always listening Indian classic and religious.
Well, very good, very good. We've come to our half-hour mark. So with that, I'll say thank you again for participating in this. Thank you to those of you who are watching. Please stay tuned. We'll have more of these coming up in the months ahead. And thank you again to the staff at Jersey City Free Public Library for all you do. It's been especially important, and I think especially noticed during this time that where we're experiencing such uncertainty. So thank you. Great job, and see everyone again in a month.